Between f4.0, f8.0, and f16, I've been noticing that f8.0 is pretty versatile, and I'll talk about it after the intro. How's it going, everybody? Phoebus Barton here, and welcome to my channel, the Leisure Geek channel. Yes, in this channel, I do like to geek out on a few things, a little bit of Star Wars, a little bit of MCU, some Disney, as well as a couple of hobbies, and one of them being, you can say, touring car RC racing. But through it all, I love photography, and I also like to give quick tips, quick tricks for new photographers and busy photography enthusiasts, such as myself. And in this video, I want to talk about how versatile basically shooting at an aperture of f8.0 has been for me, and you can say the sequence of adjustments to shooting on manual mode on your camera. So let's talk about shooting at an aperture of f8.0. Before I move on and talk about how I create my adjustments and settings in my camera when shooting in manual mode, let me just quickly talk about how shooting at f8.0 has been fairly versatile for myself. One, I can shoot quick portraits of my kids. You can say from 3/4 to mid-length portraits, as well as when they're in a group together, whether playing in our home or outside, I can get a nice photo of all of them and all of them pretty much being in focus. So that's how fairly versatile it has been for me. And again, we're talking about simple portraits, getting the subject obviously in focus, as well as shooting a group of people, probably about 2 to 4, maybe 5, and having everyone in that photo in focus. So at f8.0 has been, you can say, my starter setting when I have my camera, just to get ready for those moments with my kids and my family. So now let's talk about the sequence of adjustments when shooting on manual mode, as well as at an aperture of f8.0. When shooting in manual mode, here is the sequence I use in adjusting my settings on my camera. First, I start with aperture. Second, I go with shutter speed. And third, and finally, I go with ISO. Now let's first start with aperture. Obviously, for this video, I'm talking about shooting at f8.0. And knowing I'm going to be taking a simple portrait, again, 3/4 to mid-length portrait, or a photo of a group of people, I'm going to start and set my camera to f8.0. The next setting I adjust is shutter speed, and I use a general guideline, you could say, when setting my shutter speed based on the focal length. So for instance, if I've set my zoom or focal length to 50 millimeters, I'm going to set my shutter speed to 1/50. Now, if I select you can say zoom length or a focal length of 70 millimeters, because there isn't a shutter speed of 1/70, I'm going to select the next fastest shutter speed, which is 1/80. Now, again, using the general guideline of 1 over the focal length to select my shutter speed. The last setting I adjust is ISO. Now for ISO, I know there's a more technical term for it, but in this case, for you new photographers and busy photography enthusiasts, let's just say I like to define ISO as in search of light. So when taking your photos, take a couple quick photos, test photos you can say, and if your photos look underexposed, then increase your ISO. If your photos do look overexposed, then you go the opposite and decrease your ISO. Now, there may be an instance where you are in a scenario where it's very bright light, outside, daylight again, and at some point you cannot lower your ISO anymore. So what you can do is keep your ISO setting at its lowest setting, go back to your shutter speed, and increase your shutter speed incrementally until you get a properly exposed photo, especially on your subject. So there you go, the setting for ISO and a little bit of shutter speed. Now here are a couple examples of shooting a portrait, also a small group photo at f8.0. So there you have it, a couple examples of photos shot at an aperture of f8.0. And also in this video, you learned how I basically created my settings, made my adjustments when shooting on manual mode, starting with aperture, then shutter speed, and then ISO. Let me know how you think about those settings or how to create those settings. Do they work out for you? Do they not? Is there something that I can improve upon to give better, you can say, tips and tricks? But if you did like the content, please hit the like button down below, put some comments as well. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, please support my channel. Please hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to go further, you can always hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you liked the video, you liked the content I just provided. And yeah, I will catch everyone. Oh, before I say that, Phoebus Byron here again, the Leisure Geek channel. And yeah, have more videos to geek out on, but again, quick tips, quick tricks for all you new photographers, busy photography enthusiasts. And I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. And yeah, take care.